Welcome to your practice. It is Tuesday, January 28th. Let's drop in with some breaths. So closing your eyes if that feels okay, or just lowering your gaze or looking at something pleasant. Nice slow breath in and out. Do that a few times. Our quote or thought for today: therefore, in order to take care of you, I have to take care of myself. In order to take care of you, I have to take care of myself. That's Thich Nhat Hanh. Slow breath in. Easy breath out. Good. Next time you breathe in, let's stretch the arms out and up. Maybe look up. As you exhale, take a twist to your right, lowering your arms down. Inhale, we'll come right back through center, reaching up. Exhaling, twisting to the other side. And continue side to side a couple times. We'll settle in for stillness here in a few. Inviting in some movement. Good, and floating the arms down. See if you can switch the cross of your legs if your legs are crossed. We tend to kind of fall into these patterns. Good, sitting tall. Go ahead and slowly now twist to your right, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. And you can also rotate your head, drawing your chin towards your right shoulder, pulling your eyes towards the right ear. And especially that eye stretch element can sometimes give us a little yawn. Toning the vagus nerve, this can help us down-regulate, calm ourselves. And then we'll release, facing forward. Lift your shoulders up to your ears and drop them down. Do that a couple times. Good, then pause and just notice. So we did an extended twist to one side, see how the body feels. And the next time you breathe out, twist yourself to the left or the other side. Still sitting tall, not forcing anything, but we can invite the head to rotate, left chin coming towards left shoulder. Eyes moving towards the left ear, maybe getting a yawn there. One more breath. And then slowly, when you're ready, release, facing forward. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, drop them down. Do that a couple times. Good. Okay, let's stretch our legs out long. If you have a strap, you can grab that. I'm sorry, I don't always remember. Actually, I seldom remember at the beginning of practice. We'll just always try to keep our props around us. All right, so stretching your legs out long, you can give them a little bounce. And then we'll just lean forward gently. Go ahead and keep lifting or lengthening your spine, lifting your heart. You can loop your strap right now if you want, over or under your feet. Okay. And again, we don't need to force anything. Taking a nice seated forward fold. You can let the knees lift a little bit if that's naturally happening. And so we have been kind of lifting up through the heart. Let's see how it feels when we let our spine round. Go ahead and carefully let your head drop. For some of us, this brings in a lot of nerve sensation. So go easy on yourself. You might even back out of it. That way you can drop your head a little easier. And then we'll lift up our heart again. Sitting up, bring the strap just under the right foot. And if you don't have a strap, no worries. You can bend the right knee and scoop your hand under it. Let's see if we can lift the right leg. With your left hand on your leg or the strap, start to rotate to the right. Your right arm or hand can touch the ground, or you can stretch your right arm back. Sit as tall as you can. Try to drop your heavy. Good, keep breathing here. And then we'll release the twist, release the strap. Pause for just a second, notice. I'm noticing maybe an unevenness in the body. And then we'll try to keep ourselves in balance. So looping the strap under your left foot, remembering we can bend the left knee and scoop the right hand under it if we don't have a strap. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and lift the leg, right hand coming to the leg or strap, sit up tall, then rotate to the left. Left hand can touch the ground or stretch back in space. Breathe. And let's release, facing forward, setting the strap aside, giving the legs a little bounce. Sit up nice and tall and slowly fold forward again, beginning with the heart lifted, noticing sensation in the legs, the hips, the back. And then you might see how it feels to once again round your spine, drop your head heavy. Okay, let's sit up tall, come to tabletop. We will be doing some twists from lunge, so if you want the blanket under your knees, you can set it there. Tabletop, option to have blocks under your hands. Take a couple rounds of cow and cat, stretching the belly when you inhale, arching the spine when you exhale. And then coming through neutral, really push the ground away. Try to create a little more space. Engage your core as you pull your right knee up towards your nose. Then try to step that right foot to the top of the mat. Do whatever it takes to get it up there. Give yourself a little movement if you like to press your hips down when you first find your lunge. Maybe straighten the right leg and bend it again. Beautiful. All right. So as you're ready from your lunge, take a twist to the right. Your right hand can come to your low back or stretch back in space. Sometimes these big sweeping circles feels really nice, bringing more movement in. It's also a nice way to kind of massage that armpit area where we have so many lymph nodes. And you can stay exactly how you are, or try bending your left knee and just see how this feels. It's really early in our movement, so you might not have as much range as usual. Another breath, and then we'll release. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee, walk your hands over to the left side. So we're pivoting, depending on your body, into a wide leg forward fold with the right leg bent, or skandasana if you're able to drop your hips down. And from whichever one you've done, let's lift the right hand. So one more twist to the right. Good, work with what you've got. And if you're doing one and the other one is available, maybe you try both. So if you're down in skandasana, maybe you lift your hips and also take a wide leg forward fold with the twist. Yeah, just see what's there. You could drop your hips down again. Quite a good thigh workout. Awesome. Okay, right hand to the ground or block. Return to face the front of your mat. go ahead and bring our hands to the ground, find plank pose, breathing in. Breathing out, downward facing dog. If you want to flow through chaturanga here, you can. If you'd rather be in child's pose, give that to yourself. Remembering we're taking care of ourselves. Using our practice of ahimsa to cultivate peace inside of ourselves and outside. The world needs both. All right, bringing your knees back to the ground, hands onto blocks if you're using them. Engage your core, kind of arch your spine as you pull your left knee towards your nose, and then step that left foot forward. Whatever it takes to get there's fine. And then taking any movement that might feel nice. So maybe you explore pressing the hips forward and down a bit, and then backing out, straightening the left leg. Good, breathing. All right, settling in your low lunge. Let's take a twist to the left. So again, your left hand can come to the low back. You could stretch your arm back, or you can take some of those big circles, thinking of it not just as mobility for the shoulder, but a little massage for our lymph nodes in the armpit area. Nice. Really full breaths. One more cycle here. And then option to explore bending your right knee. Maybe you find the right foot with your left hand, maybe not at all. It's early, take it easy on yourself. We're just looking for a twist with a bonus quad stretch. Nice. One more breath in. And as you're ready, release, facing forward. Then right toes tuck, lift your right knee, walk your hands over to the right side, and you can stay low in Skandasana if that's agreeable for your body. Or if you want or need to, lift your hips into wide leg forward fold and just generously bend your left knee. So whatever's going on with the lower body, we can now start to twist the spine. Once again, twisting to the left, reaching your left arm up. And if it's available to you, again, you can explore between the two. So from Skandasana, power yourself up to a wide leg forward fold, and then drop it back down. Couple more breaths exploring here for yourself. And then release, walk your hands towards the left, returning to face forward. Bringing your hands to the ground, let's find our way to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, you've got time if you want to flow through chaturanga, generate some more heat, burn off some energy. You've got time for child's pose if you need to really nurture yourself in that way. A few more breaths. In order to take care of you, I have to take care of myself. So keep filling our cup. One more big breath in. And out. All right, let's walk our feet up to meet our hands from down dog. So coming to forward fold. As you get there, sink your hips low, engage your glutes, your core, sweep your arms forwards and up. Utkatasana chair pose. Remember, if you don't like the arms up, you can always bring your hands to your heart or even to your thighs and really prop yourself up. Keep breathing here. And then stand up tall. Take a couple breaths, noticing how the body's feeling from this movement, from this effort. All right, hands to heart, sit back into chair pose. Big inhale. Exhale, twist to your right. Shift the weight into your right leg and lighten your left foot. The left foot might stay connected to the ground, or maybe you're able to lift it One's not better than the other. We're just meeting ourselves where we are. Another breath. And then we'll step the left foot back, whatever it takes to get there. Keep the torso upright and go ahead and stretch your arms out wide. Notice if you stretched your arms out trying to keep them centered on the mat. That's fine. That might be aesthetically pleasing, but let's see what happens when we open our arms out right outside of the shoulders. So in my case, that means the left arm came way out. It's no longer centered on the mat at all, but I feel a stretch now through my left shoulder. So kind of a starfish shape. One more breath here. And then carefully start to bring your left hand all the way down to the ground. Right hand reaching up to the sky. See how it feels to straighten your right leg a bit. So we're in kind of a wide pyramid pose. It's fine if the knees are bent. One more big breath. And then right hand to the ground, step your left foot up, forward fold. Let's hang here for a few breaths. You could bring your feet out wider, soften the knees, maybe grab opposite elbows, sway a little. And slowly let's rise up. Stand tall. Bring the feet back a little closer if you walked them out wide. Hands to your heart, hips down, chair pose. Breathing on your next exhale, take a twist to the left. You can keep the torso upright. Shift your weight into your left leg, lightening the right foot so it might stay on the ground, or maybe it's catching some air. Breathe however it's going. Slow motion, see if you can get that right foot back behind you, stepping it back eventually, whatever it takes, nice. Then stretch your arms out wide. After a breath or so, you might invite your right arm to open out like it's coming actually out of your right shoulder instead of kind of forcing it center on your mat. You can move your wrists around a little bit here too, bringing in more sensation. Good, another breath. And when it's time to exhale, slowly bring your right hand to the ground. Take your time, left hand to the sky, and then see about straightening that left leg a bit. You can look up towards your left hand or down towards the ground. Good, big inhale. And exhale, left hand to the ground, step your right foot up. We'll hang in forward fold, another few breaths. While you're in forward fold, if you've got a strap available, you can go ahead and grab that, buddy. And then we'll rise all the way up. Standing tall. Playing with a little balance. Remember, you can always keep them micro, small movements, or you can move to a wall or furniture for support. Let's see about looping the strap under the right foot. Left hand can come to your left hip, standing tall here. Pausing and just checking in if your mind is already writing a story about what's coming. Noticing if there's any judgments, any I like or I don't like, or I can or I can't. And just noticing that those are thoughts. And then noticing your feet on the ground. Let's push our feet into the earth a little more. See if we could stand a little taller. Hug your core muscles in and slowly shift your weight into your left leg. And that's enough. You can stay right here. Maybe the right foot is lifting up a little. That's cool too. See if you can kick the right leg forward in space. It's fine anytime to bring a bend into the knees. Might even help you balance a little to bend the left knee. Keep lifting the torso. And then let's start to twist the torso to the right, eventually switching the strap into your left hand. Right hand can move to your low back, or it can stretch back behind you. If balance is agreeable for this, you might start to lift your right leg so that it's more parallel to the ground. And if you feel like it makes sense for you today, you might even release the strap, bring your left hand to your right big toe or the outer edge, the pinky edge of your right foot as you kick the foot forward and stretch the right arm back. So it's just an option. Remember, just because we can do something doesn't always mean we have to or need to. Couple more breaths wherever you are. And then see if you can release this just as slowly and attentively as you came into it. Okay. When you return both feet to the ground, just pause for a second, closing the eyes if that's okay, or looking down your cheeks. Check in with your body. And then take a little bounce out, shake out if that feels good. Little noodle dance. All right. Strap under the left foot if you've got one to work with. Otherwise, we just kind of mimic as best we can. It's no worries. Right hand to right hip. Stand tall. Shift the weight into your right leg. And see if you can lighten the left foot. It might catch some air. It might still be connected to the earth, but just be lighter. Really push your right foot and leg down. Core muscles engaged. Heart lifting, crown of the head lifting. Slowly, maybe you kick your left foot forward any amount. And eventually, if you're using the strap, go ahead and switch it into your right hand. We'll take a twist to the left. Your left hand can be at your low back or stretched back in space. And see what's available for you here today. Maybe you're lifting your left leg so it's more parallel to the ground. Maybe you're foregoing the strap and reaching for your foot. Explore without judging or critiquing your abilities. That's hard. For some of us, that's hard to do. But give it a try. And we'll release just as intentionally and slowly as we entered. As you're ready, standing tall, feet on the earth, pause and notice sensations. And then give yourself a little bounce out, shake out. Might feel really good to shrug the shoulders up and let them drop. Good. From the top of your mat, big inhale, big sweep of the arms out and up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Plant your hands, step one foot back and then the other. Plank pose for an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Eventually, no rush, but from down dog, we'll drop the knees down right into puppy pose, pressing the heart down. And then sitting up, so sitting up on your heels, kicking your legs around, swinging the legs around, and coming onto your spine. From your spine, we'll keep the feet on the ground for now. Hands can be on your torso or arms outstretched. Let your legs fall to the left side. If there's a different version of a twist that would hit the spot for you, go ahead and give that to yourself. And then we'll release this twist, coming through center. Let your legs fall to the right side. And then bring yourself into a twist that feels amazing. And then releasing, coming to center. Let's pause for a breath or two. Imagine your back body softening into the ground. And then carefully draw your knees into your chest. You might rock side to side. Bring the soles of your feet to face the sky, bending your knees like you could tuck them into your armpits. Hooking your arms behind your knees or reaching your hands to your ankles or feet. Taking happy baby and maybe rocking around side to side here. So it takes some effort to come into this shape, but once you've gotten there, is there anything you can soften? And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and bring our feet back to the ground, then stretch the legs long. You might rest one hand on your belly, one on your chest, and just notice your breath, allowing the shoulders to soften, the jaw to soften. Imagine your eyes sinking back and down in the sockets. All of the muscles in your face and body can just do a little less work. Imagine including your brain in that invitation. For just a few breaths, let the brain get heavy and do less work. In his book, Being Peace, Thich Nhat Hanh said, "In order to take care of you, I have to take care of myself." Deepening your breath and giving yourself a stretch. When you are ready, we can meet in an easy seat if you'd like to close together. Hello to all the pets I see. All right, we'll bring our hands up to our heart. And if you'd like to chant Om, we'll take a big breath in for that. Om. A deep bow of gratitude to you. Thank you for sharing your time and energy. I hope you have a good enough day ahead of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Friendly reminder that tomorrow's Wednesday, so we can stay and practice a bit of meditation.